Hello guys!
Hola!
So the first thing we want to talk about today is our new name.
Yeah, so we decided to change our name from Amy and Josh's Magical Vlog to...
The Disney Couple.
We kind of figured it was really, really long and annoying when people were trying to search for us, so we kind of like shortened it a little bit. So as of this video, our name is now officially changed.
The Disney Couple. Today, Josh actually had a great idea, and
it's a first, by the way. I don't have too many ideas, so.
And it was inspired after our last trip to Disney, when I took him to a show that he had never been to before, and it scared the bejeepers out of him.
What show was that?
The Bugs Life show.
I've been on that show before, but I was like 13. So we're gonna actually do a topic that, unfortunately, we have no real experience because we don't have children yet. But we're gonna talk about what we think is the scariest rides for kids and what you guys should avoid.
Rides and shows.
Both.
So why don't we start with shows first? Well, I only have one show, and it's the Bugs Life show. The reason it's so scary for kids is it's kind of dark, and it's a 4D show. It's not the movie or the animations that's so scary. It's the actual 4D effects where they spray you with stink bug and they show the bugs flying at your face.
Even as an adult, it is kind of scary. Not super scary, but it is.
But it's frightening. It's very startling. They have like bee stings that come into your back from the seats. They have bugs crawling up your back, behind your legs. For little kids, every time I've gone, you hear at least one kid cry and you see one parent take their kid out of the show. The next ride is Josh's favorite ride in the entire world. What is that?
Well, this is actually our first ride.
But what's your favorite ride?
Haunted Mansion. If you guys don't know that by now, you need to watch our channel a little bit more often.
The reason we added this to the list is not everyone's scared of it. It's a very dark ride, so some kids who are not good with the dark, but parents generally know that. It's that opening scene when you're in the room with no doors or no windows, and there's the loud cackle and there's the loud like, oh, find a way out, and kids just panic.
But with that being said, there really is nothing scary about that ride. It's just that it can be scary for some young children.
And if you can get through that first scene with your child, explain what's going to happen beforehand, explain and show everyone walking out of the ride. It's a good ride, and it gets really fun at the end. It gets kind of silly, and they're in that doom buggy, and you can tell them that protects them as well. The next ride is actually a ride that we refuse to go on. We're not a fan of drop rides, and that's Tower of Terror.
Oh, no. I applaud all of you guys that love that ride and swear up and down literally about that ride. You couldn't pay me enough money in the entire world to go up and down that ride. No.
It's scary because of the storyline. The whole Twilight Zone thing is kind of scary.
Forget about that. Just the ride itself.
Dark, and it's a sudden drop, and you can't tell your kids like, oh, this is the last drop, because every ride is random.
Hi.
Expedition Everest.
So Amy and I did this.
We've done it every trip.
No, I haven't done it. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
first time
done
you
it.
didn't do it.
The last time we went, I didn't do it. The time before that, I did. I got off. I was not scared, but I had very bad motion sickness from it.
Yeah, and the reason I added this is because it is one of those roller coasters that has a lower height requirement, but it can be scary because it does go backwards. It is a steep drop, as well as there's dark areas with the Yeti animatronic, and even though he doesn't move, there's dark areas, there's the projection of the Yeti. It can be very scary for kids who they're old enough for it to be the first roller coaster. Don't make it their first roller coaster. Sorry for the lighting change. Our battery died. We had to replace it real quick. So this ride is actually something that Josh added to the list, and it's funny because I've had problems with this ride, but I wouldn't have thought of it.
Mission Space.
Now Mission Space is in Epcot, and it's the one where you get into a capsule and you take the journey to the moon. And they do have the more extreme ride, which is the orange, and they do have the lighter version, which is green. And we've only ever done green because he has motion sickness, and I can get it sometimes. But this last time really affected me. For some reason I got very claustrophobic, and I just had to literally talk myself through the whole ride. It can be scary for kids. I know they changed it where you don't have that accidental crash. You used to have the crash. We haven't done the new version yet. We'll probably do it next time we go.
Maybe.
But it's a very tight area. You're strapped in very taut. And it's like everything's very close to your face, as well as there's no way out. So some kids can get claustrophobic or freak out. So if you don't know if your kid's claustrophobic, or anything like that,
this is definitely not the ride for you to like test your kid's limits.
Yeah, no.
Because there's no way of getting off.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Yeah, no.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you think of a ride or a show that we may have missed, please leave it in the description box. Please leave it in the comments below. We'll link some other videos of us going on some rides at Disney, our last trip to Disney, in the description box as well.
Guys, don't forget to also give us a like, and make sure you guys subscribe and click that little bell notification. Otherwise, you'll never know when we upload videos.
Ding!
Guys, thank you for watching, and
see you real soon.